The world of Bones brought us thrilling mysteries, unforgettable characters, and a cast that felt like family. But behind the scenes, tragedy struck.
Jay Thomas has died.
Hal Holbrook has reportedly died,
taking away some of the talented actors who helped make the show iconic.
This was a movie everybody was going to see and say, hey, I saw you in the movie.
From shocking, sudden losses to heartbreaking farewells, we remember the Bones actors who left us too soon. He was known for playing chilling villains, but those who knew Heath Freeman remember him as anything but. Best recognized for his role as serial killer Howard Epps on Bones.
When I heard you were working with Booth here, I knew you were just what I needed.
Freeman had a knack for portraying intense, unsettling characters. But off-screen, he was warm, charismatic, and deeply passionate about his craft. On November 14, 2021, the 41-year-old actor was found dead in his home in Austin, Texas. His sudden passing shocked fans and colleagues alike. The cause? A fatal combination of fentanyl, cocaine, oxycodone, and other substances. A tragic end for someone with so much talent left to share. Beyond Bones, Freeman appeared in NCIS Raising the Bar and the 2022 film Terror on the Prairie. His final performances serve as a lasting tribute to his talent. Heath Freeman had a gift for making us shiver on screen, but in real life, he left behind only warmth and love. Rest in peace, Heath. For over 6 decades, he was Mark Twain. Hal Holbrook's one-man show, Mark Twain Tonight, was legendary.
For example, I experimented with a cat and a dog, taught them to be friends, then I put them in a cage.
Bringing the wit and wisdom of the American icon to life. But Holbrook's own legacy was just as remarkable. Born in 1925, his career spanned theater, television, and film. He played Deep Throat in All the President's Men, a role as mysterious as the Watergate scandal itself. He was also the oldest male acting nominee in Oscar history at the time for Into the Wild.
The winner of the Best Lead Actor category Emmy in a drama is Hal Holbrook for Pueblo ABC Theater.
I would like very much to thank the Academy very deeply for this award.
On January 23, 2021,
acting legend Hal Holbrook has reportedly died.
Holbrook passed away at the age of 95. His voice, his presence, and his dedication to storytelling left an indelible mark. He once said, "Twain speaks to the things that still plague us today," and so did he.
Comedian and actor Jay Thomas has died.
Quick-witted, charming, and always ready with a punchline, Jay Thomas had a knack for making people laugh. Whether it was as Eddie LeBeck on Cheers, Jerry Gold on Murphy Brown, or his memorable guest spot on Bones, he lit up every scene he was in. But on August 24, 2017, the comedy world lost a legend. Jay Thomas passed away at 69 after a battle with cancer. The news hit hard, especially for those who had come to love his annual Late Show with David Letterman appearances, where he hilariously retold the Lone Ranger story.
What are you guys doing? You hit my car! I'm gonna call the cops.
Beyond sitcoms and late-night laughs, Thomas had a successful radio career, bringing his humor to the airwaves. His legacy? A lifetime of laughter, unforgettable roles, and a voice that could make even the toughest crowd crack a smile. His presence was larger than life, but his heart, even bigger. Michael Clarke Duncan was unforgettable, from his towering frame to his deep, resonant voice. But it was his Oscar-nominated role as John Coffey in The Green Mile that cemented his place in Hollywood history. On September 3, 2012, at just 54, Duncan passed away following complications from a heart attack.
But Tom was always there in costume, working hard, helping me to give my best performance.
His death was a devastating loss, not just for the industry, but for the countless lives he touched. Beyond The Green Mile, he brought strength and soul to Armageddon, Daredevil, and even a guest role on Bones as Leo Knox. But those who knew him say his kindness and generosity outshined even his most powerful performances. Michael Clarke Duncan wasn't just a star, he was a force of nature. Rest in power. To many, he was John Walton, the steadfast father on the Waltons. But to Bones fans, Ralph Waite was Hank Booth, the tough yet loving grandfather who kept Seeley Booth grounded. For over 5 decades, Waite brought warmth and wisdom to every role he played.
I never knew how deep love can be.
But on February 13, 2014, Hollywood lost one of its most beloved character actors. At 85, he passed away peacefully at his home, leaving behind a legacy of heartfelt performances. From the Waltons to NCIS, Bones, and beyond, Waite had a rare gift. He made every character feel real, like someone you knew. His on-screen presence was as comforting as a familiar voice in the dark. Ralph Waite wasn't just a father on TV, he was a father figure to generations of viewers. Love means never having to say you're sorry. That one line from Love Story made Ryan O'Neal a Hollywood heartthrob. But his career was much more than just one film. From Paper Moon to Barry Lyndon, he had a talent for blending charm with complexity. On December 8, 2023, O'Neal passed away at 82, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable performances. He had battled leukemia and other health issues in his later years, but his impact on cinema remained timeless. For Bones fans, O'Neal was Max Keenan, Temperance Brennan's complicated yet devoted father. His presence added depth to the show, proving he could still steal a scene decades into his career.
Love means never having to say you're sorry.
Ryan O'Neal was a leading man in every sense, on screen and in life. The Queen of Comedy, the First Lady of Television. Betty White wasn't just a star, she was a national treasure.
They changed it at Ellis Island when I was there 2 weeks ago on a bingo cruise.
With a career spanning over 80 years, she made generations laugh, from the Golden Girls to the Mary Tyler Moore Show and beyond.
Actress and comedian Betty White. Authorities say she passed away in her home in Los Angeles.
On December 31st, 2021, just weeks before her 100th birthday, Betty White passed away peacefully in her home. The world mourned, but in true Betty fashion, she left us with smiles instead of tears.
But many of you know that I'm 88 and a half years old.
Though best known for her comedy, White made a guest appearance on Bones as Dr. Beth Mayer, a brilliant forensic anthropologist with wit to match her intellect. Even in her 90s, she was stealing scenes and hearts. Betty White was more than an icon. She was pure joy. Thank you for being a friend, Betty. Rest in peace. Gruff but lovable, tough yet tender. Ed Asner mastered the art of playing complex, unforgettable characters.
Do some writing, don't you, Rossi, huh? You don't want to report. You want to show us how many words you know.
Best known as Lou Grant on The Mary Tyler Moore Show and its dramatic spin-off Lou Grant, he was a television legend. But his impact stretched far beyond the newsroom. On August 29, 2021, Asner passed away peacefully at 91, leaving behind a legacy of more than 300 acting credits. From voicing Carlin up to his guest role on Bones as Mike Mancuso, he brought heart and humor to every role. A fierce advocate for social causes and a Hollywood mainstay for over 7 decades, Asner wasn't just an actor, he was a force. Ed Asner taught us that even the toughest exteriors can hide the warmest hearts. She made us laugh as Laverne, then inspired us as a trailblazing director. Penny Marshall was a force both in front of and behind the camera. From Laverne and Shirley to directing big and A-League of their own, she shattered barriers and proved women could lead in Hollywood. But on December 17, 2018, Marshall passed away at 75 due to complications from diabetes, leaving behind a legacy of laughter, heart, and groundbreaking work. Though best known for comedy and film,
You got my job because you got dizzy? You always get dizzy. You get dizzy at the laundromat watching that thing go around.
she also made a memorable guest appearance on Bones as herself, bringing her signature wit to the forensic drama. Penny Marshall didn't just entertain, she changed the game. You may not know his name, but you've definitely heard his voice.
The voice is all important, of course, in media like this. I've been 60 years in the theater.
George Coe was a veteran character actor with a career spanning over 50 years, appearing in Bones, Star Trek, The Next Generation, Gilmore Girls, and even as the voice of Woodhouse in Archer.
Always dreamed of someday going to Las Vegas together.
An original Saturday Night Live cast member, Coe's talent knew no bounds. Whether it was comedy, drama, or animation, he brought depth to every role. But on July 18, 2015, Coe passed away at 86 after a long illness, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable performances. To Bones fans, he was Dr. Wayne Kellogg, adding another compelling role to his storied career. He was the kind of actor who elevated every project he touched. George Coe may not have always been the star, but he was always unforgettable. Though they are no longer with us, their presence lingers in the stories they told and the characters they brought to life. Every rerun, every scene, every line they spoke keeps their memory alive in the hearts of fans. Which performance touched you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you want to keep celebrating the legacies of those we've lost, don't forget to like and subscribe. Their time may have been cut short, but their impact will never fade.